Welcome to day 31 of the Sacred Pause, and happy month-anniversary to everyone who is part of our tribe. Thank you to our dear sister Madeline for her powerful grounding meditation last night. I think we all agree she'll be sorely missed on the Sacred Pause as she goes into isolation, but we wish her well, and I know we'll see her on the other side. I wanted to start off today with a poem. The Truth. The truth is the place where you start and end your journey to freedom. It is the gateway which connects heaven and earth. We step out of it when we are children, and then spend a lifetime searching for it again, only to discover it lives in our hearts. Even then, when it feels so close, it takes great courage to step into. Until that moment, all we see in the gateway is a mirror. But the moment we embrace truth, the mirror transforms into an open door, and we realize that heaven lives on earth. But only in heaven are we free. Now, yesterday we talked about different techniques we can use to raise our own vibration during these transitional times. You see, it's crucial that we understand that by working on ourselves, we help our species and our planet, because the destinies of every soul on Earth are all interwoven. Today, I wanted to delve deeper into the Matrix and expose arguably the biggest misconception of our society, of our generation, which is costing thousands of lives. Why have the number of mental health problems risen so dramatically in the last 10 years? More people have asked me the question, what is the purpose of my life, in the last month than ever before, because the way we suffer has deepened. If you ask a government, they will tell you we are currently in the midst of a psychological crisis, when in truth, our species are in a spiritual crisis. In Serpent, we say this is the inevitable aftermath of centuries of religious and governmental control. It's the hypnotism of social media and the negative portrayal of God. But when we look from eagle, we don't go to the symptoms because blame is irrelevant. We go straight to the root, and we see that our species have reached a saturation point. We've detached ourselves from nature. Animals and plants and mountains and Mother Earth go here in one pot, while the humans go there in a different pot. Now we go into the forest, whereas we used to be the forest. Now we talk of the mountains. We used to talk to the mountains. Now we are killing our planet, but instead we are now we go into the forest, whereas we used to be the forest. Now we talk and listen Now we go into the forest, whereas we used to be the forest. Now we talk of the mountains, when we used to talk to the mountains. Now we are killing the planet, instead of we are killing ourselves. We haven't been kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Right now, we don't even want to be in it. And if we do, we want to sell the real estate or build on it. You see, we've forgotten that we are part of the molecular structure of the body of Mother Earth. And this moment right now, this is when we have to reconnect with our own truth and reconnect with the fibers of the collective and reconnect with our planet. At a soul level, all we want is to hear Spirit call us by our name. We just need to hear that life is not an accident. We need to feel like we belong. We need to know that our lives matter in some way and that we can help. And the fear of God or Spirit or the One or whatever you want to call her is that if we seek her and if we start to heal and let go of our suffering, that we might be taking ourselves out of the familiar, outside our comfort zone. And the big fear is, if we get there, we might find out that we don't matter. My brothers and sisters, the truth is, we do matter. You do matter. And we are wired for holy experiences because we are all tiny pieces of God. And if we can connect with Spirit, if we can see that the sum of the parts is bigger than the whole, and that we are the engines of our own co-creation, and we can create a life and a love beyond anything we've ever known before, we will discover that all of life breathes together, and what is in the one is in the whole. That as a species, we are on the precipice of a quantum shift into a whole new becoming, where there is a peace beyond anything we have ever known. Now, if we're honest, there is a journey ahead. And you, as the soul doctors of our earth, you need to teach these people who are suddenly asking big, big questions. We need to teach them that to find this road to peace, tranquility, and balance with the earth requires them to step into their truth. It requires them to learn to love themselves, to reconnect with our Mother Earth, and to start speaking the sacred language again. Thank you for listening. Now tonight we have the amazing Ian Gray, and he'll be doing a beautiful sound meditation for us, which will help us to connect with our own truth. And before we begin the meditation, please could we all open sacred space and send healing to Central America, to all the humans, to all the animals, to all the indigenous tribes and plants and trees who live in this region.
Daddy, we are coming.
Daddy's just recorded something. Please also send your infinite rays of healing. Thank you. Oh, flowers. Wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Mila.
Smell, this is the Ramadan.
Oh, I will. I'm going to smell it.
Everything for you.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Oh,
I picked the two flowers I picked.
thank
And
you.
I picked the Ramadan.
Thank you. Speaking of which, I've just been brought flowers from my beautiful daughters. Please also send your infinite rays of healing to Angela Fellows in Mexico on behalf of our sister Dana, to our sister Sylvia, who has felt the last few days like she feels a little lost and sad, and I think she needs our love. Sylvia, we love you. Please send healing to Adrian Hart, who's in hospital right now in Switzerland, to Paul in Minnesota on behalf of our sister Katie, and to the beautiful soul that is Andrew Blows, who right now is in the process of transition on behalf of our dear brother Jeffrey. Andrew and Jeffrey, we love you. The revolution has begun. Let's evolve with honour and compassion. Yours, in peace and love, Peter and his two daughters. Namaste. Thank you.